Scott Sledge Cowden was born in northern Scotland and grew up in Inverness, where his athletic talent led him to captain Scotland's under-20 rugby union team in 1998. Following his family's military tradition, he joined the British Army's 3rd UK Mechanized Division at just 18, specializing in engineering, armored vehicles, and advanced breaching tactics. After 5 years of service, he earned a place in the elite SAS, setting records for speed and strength while becoming one of the world's foremost breaching experts. Recruited into Rainbow in 2015, Sledge became renowned for his ability to quickly and quietly break through enemy defenses. In 2023, he survived a deadly ambush orchestrated by Deimos that left him seriously injured, but he made a full recovery and returned to active duty. Mike Mute Baker was born in Bideford, England, and chose a military career over his family's dockworking tradition. Rising through the ranks of the British Army and elite SAS, he earned prestigious gallantry awards and became a veteran of multiple conflicts, renowned for his expertise in close-quarters combat, VIP protection, and electronic countermeasures. Recruited into Rainbow in 2015, Baker quickly established himself as a respected mentor and one of the organization's most experienced operators. Despite the betrayal of his longtime teammate Smoke, Mute remained steadfast, helping expose Nighthaven's criminal activities and later taking part in high-risk operations across Japan and Aurora to stop dangerous weapons from falling into the wrong hands. Eliza Ash Cohen was raised in Israel, where her talent for mathematics, physics, and engineering led her to earn a degree in structural engineering before joining the Israeli Defense Forces Elite Shaldag unit. After serving in high-risk special operations, she transferred to the FBI SWAT through an international exchange program, using her engineering expertise to develop advanced breaching and demolition tactics. Recruited into Rainbow in 2015, Ash quickly became the leader of forward operations, directing missions against the White Masks and mentoring new operatives. A decisive and fearless leader, she later became one of Rainbow's strongest critics of Nighthaven, sparking a fierce rivalry with Kali over the private military company's growing influence within the organization. Jordan Thermite Trace was born in Plano, Texas, and followed his family's military tradition by becoming a 4th-generation U.S. Marine. After 2 tours in Iraq, he specialized in explosive ordnance disposal before earning a chemistry degree and joining the FBI's Hazardous Materials Response Unit. A tragic bombing incident in Bangkok left his partner, Aruni, critically injured, an event that shaped his career and determination. Recruited into Rainbow in 2015, Thermite became a leading expert in breaching technology, helping develop Hibana's X-Kairos launcher and leading numerous operations against the White Masks. Following Nighthaven's departure, he was chosen to command Red Hammer, Rainbow's elite high-risk response team, and continues to lead the fight against threats such as Deimos. Emmanuelle Twitch-Pichon grew up in Nancy, France, where her exceptional talent for mathematics, engineering, and robotics earned her a place in the GIGN at just 20 years old, making her the youngest operative ever accepted into the unit. A brilliant engineer and tactical problem solver, she focused on developing cutting-edge technology to support frontline operators. Recruited into Rainbow in 2015, Twitch became a key member of its research and development team, helping create and improve several of the organization's signature gadgets, while also taking part in high-risk operations around the world. As a member of the humanitarian squad Wolfguard, she continues to combine technical innovation with field expertise to protect lives and uncover global threats. Gilles Montagne Touré was born in Bordeaux, France, and built a distinguished career in the National Gendarmerie before earning a place in the elite GIGN. Renowned for his imposing presence, breaching expertise, and years of counter-terrorism experience, he participated in major operations, including the 1994 Air France hijacking, becoming the longest-serving GIGN operative. Recruited into Rainbow in 2015, Montagne played a key role in operations against the White Masks before joining the humanitarian squad Wolfguard in 2022. Combining leadership, tactical discipline, and his iconic ballistic shield, he continues to protect teammates while leading high-risk rescue missions around the world. Timur Glazkov was born in Vladivostok, Russia, where his early passion for art shaped his creative mindset.
Inspired to serve after the 2004 Beslan school hostage crisis, he entered military training and developed exceptional marksmanship, eventually joining the elite Spetsnaz 45th Guards Regiment. A veteran of the Russo-Georgian War, Glaz became one of Russia's premier long-range sharpshooters, known for his precision, patience, and innovative problem-solving. Recruited into Rainbow in 2015, he has played a vital role in counter-terrorism operations, using his unmatched sniper skills to eliminate threats from a distance and protect his fellow operators.
Shurat Fuze Kesikbayev was born in Samarkand, Uzbekistan, before moving to Russia with his family, where he followed his father's footsteps into military service. Combining a natural talent for science with expertise in mechanical engineering, he became a weapons specialist, sharpshooter, and member of the elite Spetsnaz. Known for designing innovative weapons and improvising solutions in the field, Fuze earned a reputation as both a brilliant engineer and a fearless assault operator, though his aggressive tactics often sparked controversy. Recruited into Rainbow in 2015, he became a vital asset in operations against the White Masks, using his technical expertise and overwhelming firepower to dismantle enemy defenses.
Lucas Blitz Coates was educated at the prestigious Hermann Bosse Gymnasium in Germany, where he excelled academically and athletically, quickly standing out for his multilingual abilities and sharp tactical thinking. After graduating, he served with Schnelle Kräfte in Kosovo before transferring to Germany's elite GSG-9, where his combination of physical strength, close-quarters combat skill, and rapid language acquisition made him a valuable operator. Known for his calm demeanor and strong leadership, Coates played a key role in international counter-terrorism cooperation, helping build training and operational ties between GSG-9 and India's National Security Guard. His experience and diplomacy also contributed to the development of India's anti-terrorism capabilities following the 2008 Mumbai attacks.
Monika I.Q. Weiss was born into a highly academic family in Germany, where her mother's expertise in mathematics and her father's work as an inventor shaped her early passion for science and technology. Excelling in math, science, and music, she quickly advanced through gifted programs and began working with technology firms as a teenager before studying electrical engineering at MIT and later conducting advanced research at Caltech. After returning to Germany, Weiss joined the Bundespolizei and later the elite GSG-9, where her intelligence and field adaptability made her a standout operator. Recruited into Rainbow in 2015, IQ became a key member of its research and development efforts, evaluating and improving advanced field technology and forming a notable rivalry with fellow operator Pulse. After years of service, she was invited by Kali to explore Nighthaven's cutting-edge resources, an experience that ultimately influenced her decision to leave Rainbow in 2022. She later joined Nighthaven, where she continues to apply her expertise in high-tech operations alongside operators like OSA.
Sébastien Cotier grew up in Montreal, Canada, in a close-knit military family and developed a strong drive for an unconventional career path. He joined the Canadian Armed Forces Reserves through the regular officer training plan while studying criminology at Université du Québec, later serving full-time in the military police before transitioning into the RCMP. There, his expertise in high-risk operations, boarding actions, and tactical response earned him a place on the emergency response team. His skill set continued to expand through advanced training in hostage rescue, hazardous materials handling, and tactical driving across land and sea, eventually leading to selection for JTF-2. Recruited into Rainbow in 2015, Frost became a key operator in high-risk missions against the White Masks, often working alongside operatives like Tina Lin Tsang. Known for discipline, adaptability, and calm execution under pressure, he remains a cornerstone of tactical response operations. Craig Jensen grew up in a stable, upper-middle-class household in the United States, but chose to break from his family's academic path in medicine to pursue a career in military service. Driven from a young age to become a Navy SEAL, he built his foundation through cadet programs and rigorous training before enlisting in the U.S. Navy. Over time, he completed elite combat and survival courses, served across multiple deployments, and eventually achieved his goal of joining the SEALs, where he also worked as an instructor. His operational experience spans global missions, including maritime counter-piracy and hostage rescue operations.
Recruited into Rainbow in 2016, Blackbeard became known for his disciplined approach and adaptability in high-risk assaults, and also crossed paths with Megan Castellano during his training career.
Vicente Souza was born in Nova Iguaçu, Brazil, and grew up shaped by tragedy after the murder of his older brother by drug traffickers. Determined to fight back against crime, he joined the Policia Civil after high school and quickly rose through the ranks due to his tactical skill and expertise in breaching operations. His effectiveness led to his recruitment into Corps and later BOPE, where his resilience earned him the motto "Victory over Death," despite enduring a brutal kidnapping that cost him his left eye. Recruited into Rainbow in 2016, Capitão became known for his stoic leadership, psychological toughness, and effectiveness in counter-narcotics operations, eventually becoming a respected squad captain. After Nighthaven's defection, he was assigned to Viper Strike, where he continues to lead high-risk missions. In 2023, he took part in a major interception operation targeting Demos, helping deal a significant blow to his financial network, while continuing his personal war against organized crime.
Kana Imagawa was born in Nagoya, Japan, and developed discipline and precision through Kyudo from a young age. Her talent led her into the National Police Academy and later the Aichi Police SAT, where she earned the nickname Hibana for her explosive tactics and strong leadership in operations like the Beppu and Obayashi hostage crises. After years of elite service, she was recruited into Rainbow in 2016, where she became a key field operator and helped develop the X-Kairos gadget alongside Jordan Trace. Within Rainbow, Hibana took part in major operations against global threats, including investigations tied to Nighthaven and the recruitment of Kana Fujiwara. Eventually appointed leader of Viper Strike, she continued to guide high-risk missions, including direct engagements against Demos and joint operations with operators like Vicente Souza, cementing her role as a decisive and adaptive field commander.
Riyad Ramirez Alhazar was born in Ceuta, Spain, and raised through a difficult childhood in foster care after being separated from his family. A traumatic event in his youth, the murder of his older brother, became the driving force behind his decision to pursue law enforcement and uncover the truth behind unresolved crimes. He joined the Policia Nacional and later the elite GEO unit, where his sharp analytical skills and relentless investigative mindset made him highly effective in tracking high-value targets and dismantling criminal networks. Recruited into Rainbow in 2017, Jackal became known for his exceptional tracking abilities and persistence in complex field operations, often working alongside operatives such as Mike Baker and Yumiko Imagawa. In later operations, he played a key role in investigations tied to Nighthaven and the assassination of Masayuki Iwata, uncovering critical evidence during joint missions with Kana Fujiwara and other Rainbow teams.
Su Mei Lin was born in Hong Kong's Central District and grew up exposed to high-level political and professional environments that sparked her independence and curiosity. Seeking a more active life, she entered close protection work after school and quickly developed strong close-quarters combat and protection skills through specialized training. Her career took an international turn as she joined elite units, including Israel's Caracal Battalion, where she refined her firearms expertise and tactical driving abilities. Returning to Hong Kong, she served in the Police Tactical Force and later the SDU Flying Tigers, where her precision, adaptability, and creative use of flash-based tactics earned her the codename Ying. Recruited into Rainbow in 2017, Ying became a specialist in high-risk VIP protection and urban operations, known for her focus on minimizing casualties in tense environments. Her professionalism and sharp tactical awareness have made her a key asset in multinational counter-terrorism missions.
Zofia Bosak was born in Wrocław, Poland, and raised in a strict military household as the daughter of a former GROM commander. Enduring a difficult childhood shaped by intense training and traumatic experiences, she grew into a highly disciplined and resilient operator, eventually joining Poland's elite GROM Special Forces. Known for her adaptability, endurance, and expertise in both assault and support roles, Zofia built a reputation as one of the unit's most capable soldiers through high-risk operations around the world. Recruited into Rainbow in 2017 alongside her sister Elżbieta Bosak, she became a key field operator in multiple international missions, including Ghost Eyes and Red Hammer operations. Despite surviving numerous critical engagements and injuries, Zofia continues to serve as a frontline specialist, driven by duty, resilience, and her commitment to protecting others in the most dangerous environments.
Grace Nam grew up in South Korea, showing early talent for technology and problem-solving, later earning a scholarship to KIST before enlisting in the Republic of Korea Army.
There, she trained with elite units, including the 9th Special Forces Brigade, and developed advanced expertise in cyber warfare, reconnaissance, and battlefield hacking. Her unconventional mindset and technical brilliance eventually led to recruitment into Rainbow in 2017. Within Rainbow, Dokkaebi became a key cyber operations specialist, working closely with operators like Masaru and Atsu to develop countermeasure technologies and electronic warfare tools. She also formed tactical connections across multiple squads, including engagements involving operators such as Lucas Coates during high-stakes competitive operations. After years of missions against global threats and participation in elite internal tournaments, Grace's career took a dramatic turn when she was captured during a Karis Legion assault in 2025, marking a pivotal and uncertain moment in her ongoing story.
Olivier Flamant was born into a strict, well-off Catholic family in France, where he often rebelled against expectations in pursuit of independence and control of his own life. After a turbulent youth and a personal crisis that forced him to confront his mistakes, he enlisted in the French army to regain structure and purpose. His disciplined nature and growing interest in biological threats led him into specialized CBRN roles, where he became an expert in environmental monitoring, quarantine operations, and biohazard response. Recruited into Rainbow in 2018, Lion became a key operator within the CBRN threat unit, contributing to major counter-biohazard missions and high-risk investigations alongside operators like Emmanuel Pichon. After years of service, he was assigned to the Wolfguard Humanitarian Squad, where he continues to apply his expertise in containment and civilian protection during complex global threats, while still carrying the personal weight of his past and strained family relationships.
Lara Melnikova grew up in post-Chernobyl Gomo, where early illness shaped her relentless drive to understand and overcome human biological limits. A gifted scientist, she earned a PhD in microbiology and immunology, developing advanced nanotech treatments that not only stabilized her own condition, but also proved vital for military applications. Her work with Russian special forces led her into Spetsnaz and eventually the FSB's Vindel unit, where she refined her combat medical nanites and earned a reputation as both a frontline operator and life-saving specialist. Recruited into Rainbow in 2018, Finka became a cornerstone of its CBRN and experimental support programs, working alongside operators such as Eliza Cohen and Mike Baker on high-risk containment missions. Later, she participated in major global operations, including Operation Amber Sky with Sam Fisher and Anthony Perryman, continuing her mission to push battlefield medicine and survival science to its limits.
Eric Thorne was born in Boston into a multilingual household and displayed exceptional intelligence from an early age, though his upbringing was tightly controlled by overprotective parents. Seeking independence, he enlisted in the U.S. Army after high school and quickly rose through the ranks as an intelligence officer. During his service in Afghanistan, Thorne developed deep regional expertise, fluency in Dadi, and a reputation for building strong local intelligence networks while operating in high-risk environments. After multiple deployments and involvement in key operations, Thorne's skill set in intelligence gathering and field survival led to his recruitment into elite operational units. Following a mysterious disappearance and later re-emergence with critical intelligence that helped dismantle insurgent activity, he was cleared and brought into Rainbow in 2022. Assigned to Ghost Eyes, Thorne continues to operate in intelligence-heavy missions alongside operatives such as Tina Pereira and Sam Fisher, specializing in reconnaissance, infiltration support, and deep cover operations.
Sanaa El Maktoub was raised in a wealthy Moroccan family and developed an early fascination with exploration and survival across extreme environments. After enlisting in the military at 19, she joined the GIGR following elite training and served multiple tours in mountain infantry and multinational counter-terrorism exercises, quickly becoming a specialist in environmental operations and field survival. Known for her ability to operate in nearly any terrain on Earth, El Maktoub built a reputation as a highly adaptable survival expert, capable of long-range solo expeditions across deserts, mountains, jungles, and polar regions. Her resilience and field intelligence eventually led to her recruitment into Rainbow in 2018. Within Rainbow, Nomad has taken part in high-risk global operations and continued to apply her survival expertise in real-world missions.
She also played a role in recommending fellow operator Mina Sky to the organization, reflecting her strong connections and trust within international rescue and support networks.
Ferris is the eldest of 5 siblings and grew up with a strong mechanical influence from her father, an aircraft mechanic in the military. From a young age, she developed a passion for engineering, building and competing in robotics competitions, while steadily honing her technical mindset and problem-solving abilities. She later joined the Australian Army Reserves to advance her engineering skills and gain access to advanced equipment, before transitioning into active service within the Australian Defence Force. There, her adaptability, composure under pressure, and wide-ranging skill set in mechanics, intelligence gathering, and close protection duties led to her selection for the SASAR Mobility Platoon. Recognized for her exceptional performance, Ferris was awarded the National Emergency Medal for her role in civilian rescue operations. Despite being offered leadership positions, she consistently chose fieldwork, where her technical ingenuity and calm presence in high-risk situations proved most valuable.
Nuck is a Danish Special Operations Specialist trained through the Royal Danish Military Academy and the elite GIGR corpses, where she developed advanced skills in covert operations, reconnaissance, and deep infiltration behind enemy lines. With multiple deployments across Afghanistan and Iraq, she earned a reputation for precision strikes, stealth movement, and operating independently in high-risk environments. Recruited into Rainbow in 2019, Nuck became one of its premier deep cover operators, maintaining strict secrecy around her identity even within the organization. Following internal restructuring in 2022, she was assigned to Ghost Eyes, a unit focused on stealth and intelligence missions, where she continued participating in complex infiltration operations tied to global threats and Nighthaven investigations. Known for her discipline, silence, and psychological edge in the field, Nuck remains one of Rainbow's most elusive and unpredictable operators.
Azucena Rocio Quispe was born in Cojata, Peru, and grew up surrounded by rich family history, stories of lost explorers, and a deep cultural heritage that shaped her lifelong passion for archaeology and preservation. Inspired by her grandmother and an inherited compass tied to early exploration history, she pursued anthropology and dedicated herself to protecting Peru's archaeological legacy from exploitation and illegal trafficking. Her career eventually expanded into law enforcement with the Policía Nacional del Perú, before she transitioned into independent fieldwork, leading cultural protection efforts through guerrilla-style operations against antiquities traffickers. Over time, her expertise and resilience in harsh jungle environments made her a highly effective operative, combining academic knowledge with frontline tactical action. After decades of work across Peru's most dangerous regions, Flores was recruited into Rainbow in 2019. Within the organization, she continues her mission of protecting cultural heritage while supporting high-risk operations, bringing together intelligence, field survival skills, and strategic disruption of criminal networks.
Jaimini Shah was born into a wealthy and influential family, growing up with every advantage expected to guarantee success. Driven by ambition and a strong sense of self-determination, she attempted to join the military, but was blocked by institutional restrictions that prevented women from serving in combat roles. Refusing to accept those limits, she redirected her focus and built her own path, founding a private security company in India before expanding it into an international private military organization known as Nighthaven. As Nighthaven grew in power and reach, Kali became known for her sharp negotiation skills, ruthless efficiency, and ability to operate outside traditional military constraints. A major part of her organization's success came through advanced technological innovation led by Anya Yankovic, head of Nighthaven's R&D division. Together, they positioned Nighthaven as a global force capable of influencing conflicts worldwide, ultimately reshaping Kali into one of the most controversial and powerful figures in modern private warfare.
Nijnke Meyer was born in the Netherlands into a family deeply rooted in aerospace engineering, which shaped her early fascination with science and space exploration. Despite being diagnosed with albinism and initially rejected from becoming a fighter pilot, she redirected her ambitions toward engineering and earned advanced degrees in aerospace and embedded systems, studying across leading institutions in Europe and the United States. Her groundbreaking work in AR systems and satellite-linked holographic projection technology eventually led her into collaborations with the European Space Agency and NASA, including participation in orbital research aboard the International Space Station. She later developed a sophisticated remote-controlled holographic interface capable of projecting a fully interactive digital replica of herself, a breakthrough that caught the attention of Rainbow's research division. Recruited into Rainbow in 2020, Iana became a highly specialized reconnaissance and information gathering operator, leveraging her advanced projection system to conduct safe remote field operations and provide real-time intelligence support in high-risk environments. Havard Hogland grew up in a quiet Norwegian village, where his natural confidence and academic success set him apart early in life. Initially pursuing medicine, he shifted paths toward emergency response work, becoming a paramedic before joining the Norwegian Armed Forces. His drive for action led him through the Home Guard and eventually into Forsvarets Spesialkommando, where he earned a reputation for boldness and effectiveness during high-risk operations, including hostage rescues and international deployments. Recruited into Rainbow in 2020 through Nighthaven's influence, Ace quickly became known for his expertise in demolitions and breaching technology, contributing to major R&D developments such as OSA's Selma Aqua Breacher. He later participated in elite competitive and field operations, including the 6 Invitational and joint training exercises within the Stadium program. After Nighthaven split from Rainbow in 2022, Ace aligned with Kali and officially transitioned into Nighthaven, continuing his work in advanced combat engineering and high-level operations. Sam Fisher was born in Towson, Maryland, and raised under strict discipline after attending a military boarding school, later graduating from the U.S. Naval Academy before becoming a Navy SEAL. His career took him across multiple global conflicts and into classified CIA operations, where he built a reputation for completing any mission regardless of risk. Recruited into Rainbow in 2020 under the codename Zero, Fisher became the organization's first operations staff instructor, training new operatives and overseeing the program. Following Nighthaven's split, he joined Ghost Eyes, specializing in infiltration and intelligence missions alongside operators like Tayina Pereira and Gustav Kateb. In 2024, during a major raid on Emerald Plains, he confronted Demos directly, surviving a near-fatal encounter and playing a key role in the enemy's capture. Santiago Lucero was born in Buenos Aires, Argentina, where early loss and hardship pushed him into crime before he ultimately chose a different path through military education and engineering. After graduating from the Colegio Militar de la Nación, he became disillusioned with traditional service and instead turned his skills towards targeting corrupt criminals, operating as a vigilante known in the Flores district for redistributing stolen wealth back to struggling communities. His activities were exposed in 2016, forcing him into exile after a cartel retaliated by killing his mother. Relocated to the United States with the help of Eliza Cohen, Lucero rebuilt his life in Los Angeles before eventually being recruited into Rainbow in 2021, following surveillance work tied to emerging global threats. Within Rainbow, Flores became a valuable field operative specializing in infiltration and explosive delivery systems, while also assisting in intelligence gathering operations focused on Nighthaven and its leadership network. Anya Yankovic grew up moving across Europe in a family of toy store owners before settling in Croatia, where she developed an early passion for electromechanics, robotics, and science fiction. Studying military engineering at the University of Zagreb, she quickly stood out for her unconventional creativity and technical brilliance, eventually drawing the attention of Nighthaven's leadership. As head of Nighthaven's R&D division, Quantum Concepts and Robotics, Yankovic became the driving force behind several advanced technologies used in the field, including specialized equipment for multiple elite operatives and prototype defensive systems.
Her work later brought her into close collaboration with Rainbow through Nighthaven's growing influence, where she continued refining battlefield technology under intense scrutiny. Following internal conflict between Nighthaven and Rainbow, Osa was formally integrated into Rainbow operations as a team leader in 2021. Since then, she has remained a key figure in advanced field engineering, bridging cutting-edge research with frontline application during global counter-terrorism operations. Ngoma Mutombo grew up in a supportive, tightly connected family, where early exposure to psychology, physics, classical music, and hands-on mechanics shaped a highly versatile skill set. This blend of creativity and technical understanding led them toward military science, where they excelled as a combat engineer with a strong focus on strategy, diversion tactics, and casualty reduction. Serving with the Belgian Special Forces Group, Sens built a reputation for intelligent battlefield problem-solving and precise coordination under pressure, earning multiple commendations for their ability to support complex operations. In 2022, they were recruited into Rainbow's Wolf Guard unit, where they trained closely with operators like Gilles Touré and Olivier Flamand before taking part in high-risk missions such as Operation Vector Glare. Since joining Rainbow, Sens has continued to operate in elite infiltration and humanitarian missions, including joint operations involving Ghost Eyes, where their tactical awareness, restraint, and ability to adapt in unpredictable situations have made them a critical asset in global counterterrorism efforts.
Kang Boon grew up in Jurong, Singapore, where early survival training with his father shaped his resilience, discipline, and field awareness. After completing national service, he entered Singapore's elite Naval Special Forces, advancing through Frogman and clearance diving programs, before specializing in explosive ordnance disposal and reconnaissance. His ability to gather intelligence, operate quietly, and adapt in hostile environments eventually drew the attention of Nighthaven. Recruited into the organization, Grimm became a key field operative, known for his precision, surveillance expertise, and combat efficiency during anti-piracy and counter-terrorism missions. Following Nighthaven's split from Rainbow, he continued to operate in high-risk intelligence work, including direct confrontations tied to data breaches involving Rainbow assets. His actions during the QCR incident and subsequent investigations into Nook cemented his reputation as a relentless operator willing to push ethical boundaries to achieve strategic objectives.
Nayara Cardosa grew up in Brazil, shaped by a personal tragedy that pushed her toward law and justice, eventually leading her to pursue a career as a prosecutor before becoming disillusioned with the limits of the legal system. Seeking more direct impact, she joined the Departamento de Policia Federal, where she rose through the ranks to become a federal police commissioner, and later trained with Brazil's elite COT unit, specializing in high-risk interventions and aircraft counterterrorism operations. Her operational expertise and success in complex missions led to her recruitment into Rainbow's Viper Strike unit, where she quickly proved herself as a capable field leader and drone warfare specialist. In 2023, she played a key role in intercepting a high-value aircraft tied to Deimos, and later led intelligence operations in Brazil alongside elite operators. Her leadership, adaptability, and technological skill have made her a rising strategic asset within Rainbow's most advanced field operations.
Kona Choi was born in Busan, South Korea, and spent her early life moving through orphanages after being left at a fire station as an infant. Those experiences shaped a resourceful and observant personality, as she learned early when to stay invisible and when to step forward. After enlisting in the Republic of Korea Armed Forces, she quickly distinguished herself through discipline and leadership, rising to Sergeant First Class and joining the elite 35th Commando Battalion, Tarantula. Within Tarantula, she mastered urban combat operations, including building clearance, hostage rescue, VIP protection, and advanced tactical technology use. Known for her protective instincts and calm authority, Choi often took on senior responsibilities within her unit, earning a reputation as a stabilizing force in high-risk missions. Her expertise and battlefield composure eventually led to her recruitment into Rainbow, where she continues to specialize in frontline support and life-saving combat operations.
Gerald Morris was born in Birmingham, Alabama, where he excelled academically before graduating with dual degrees in material science and Russian literature. He began his career in the ATF's Explosives Division, later advancing through international counter-terrorism roles and earning a reputation as a highly skilled bomb disposal expert with extensive operational experience across multiple global deployments. After joining Rainbow in 1999, Morris participated in several major operations as a demolition specialist before growing disillusioned with institutional control over missions. In 2012, he went rogue during an operation in Eastern Europe, faking his death and disappearing underground. He later resurfaced as the leader of the Keres Legion under the codename Deimos, orchestrating a sustained campaign against Rainbow and former allies. His actions escalated into global conflict, including the assassination of Masayuki Yahata, attacks on Rainbow facilities, and a series of high-casualty operations designed to destabilize the organization from within. Despite being captured during the Emerald Plains raid in 2024, Deimos remains one of Rainbow's most dangerous and influential adversaries, with his legacy defined by betrayal, precision, and calculated destruction.
Hapai Iwini was born in Christchurch, New Zealand, into a family with strong service roots, raised by a firefighter father and a military sergeant mother. Guided by both traditions, she entered the New Zealand Defence Force and quickly distinguished herself through discipline, leadership, and elite physical performance, earning promotion to captain in just 3 years before successfully completing selection for the New Zealand Special Air Service. Alongside her military career, Iwini remained deeply connected to her Maori heritage and continued practicing kaupapa Maori values while also volunteering as a firefighter. Known for her exceptional endurance and situational awareness, she excelled in advanced striker training and set new records in extraction exercises after being recommended for Rainbow. Following her actions during the assault on Hereford Base, she was officially inducted as a Rainbow operator, where she continues to serve as a highly capable frontline asset.
David is a highly classified operative whose full history remains heavily obscured, with most official records either redacted or incomplete. What is known suggests a soldier with extraordinary training in special operations, beginning his career as a Green Beret with advanced skills in linguistics, diving, and airborne insertion. He later rose to prominence within Foxhound, where his infiltration and espionage capabilities were refined under the influence of Big Boss, becoming one of the most effective covert operatives in modern military history. After leaving Foxhound under unclear circumstances, Snake's movements became increasingly difficult to track, with fragmented reports placing him in CIA-linked operations and possible covert missions in remote regions. Some intelligence sources, including accounts linked to Sam Fisher, suggest involvement in anti-nuclear operations under the banner of a private NGO known as Philanthropy. Whether myth or man, Snake remains one of the most elusive figures in modern covert warfare. Rainbow's attack recruits, known as strikers, form an essential part of Rainbow's operational structure, despite being overlooked compared to full specialists and operators. Typically younger and less experienced, they are still drawn from elite military and counter-terrorism backgrounds and are trained to operate at a high standard under pressure. While their enthusiasm sometimes leads to overfamiliarity with veteran operatives, strict boundaries and dedicated facilities help maintain discipline and focus within the organization. Strikers are far from uniform in capability, with many proving themselves in real combat scenarios. A defining moment came during Deimos' attack on the tower, where surviving recruits demonstrated strong coordination under fire, assisting Vigil in neutralizing an aerial threat. That engagement became a proving ground for field readiness, with at least one survivor, Ram, ultimately advancing into a full specialist role.